Okie dokie. I'm doing my first embroidery job with my brother. Well, my brother, 630. It's the only brother I have. Uh, so I started doing this thing last night for my first one. So there's the white. And I used the yellow once, which did right there. And I went to bed, shut it off, because I read that if you turn it off when you're in the middle of a job, it'll recall the last job. And that's what it does. So, I mean, you barely got to touch that screen. It's great. So, now I just need to figure out where I am. Yellow was the next color I needed, but it looks like maybe it's purple. Oh, yeah, I have the purple out in front of me. Yeah, it was late last night, and I haven't slept in like days. And then I got things to do. And fun to have. So, alright, so I'm going to switch that out. I've already shown you how to load this machine up with one hand and do everything else with one hand. So I'm not bragging that I can do it with one hand, because there's people with one hand that have done this forever. Heck, I remember being shown a movie in elementary school of a woman who had just legs and no arms. Drove a car, took care of her kids, did all kinds of cool stuff. But sure, she's a better sewer than me. Anyway, so, but I am getting there. In fact, I'm going to set that up when I get off the phone, or the camera, whatever you want to call it, with that. And this one here is my first freehand job. Our strategy did not hit Milo's, our flagship strategy. I watched a video online of one of the ladies showing you just keep making C's. Well, I attempted to make C's in there somewhere. You can see them. See, I just got that. Anyway, and she also said kind of break it up into quarters in your head when you're sewing, so you're not like overwhelmed, I guess. So here's the other side. I'm going to use the orange stitch on this so it would pop. It's not even a quilt, it's a throw. I just made it for my wife's kid's wife. My wife's son's wife. Just to reiterate. Anyway, that's it. I did the border last night. And again, you know, really? And I made the bias. I mean, I did everything but that. That's like one of those, I guess, flags or whatever. I don't know. But it's at least I think it was like 45 by like 38 or something. And here's the one. Same one I got. Another flag, same company. And it's this one here. I got it all pinned and trimmed, not totally cut, but trimmed out for the most part. And this is the one I'm making this for my wife. So, but that was my first freehand. And you know that I have a 6700 heavy duty Singer, and I couldn't even use that. It's a bunch of jelly rolls sewn together. I made that for my niece. And then the Eagles. My wife's son likes the Eagles, so I'm going to make him a killer quilt with the Eagles. And actually, some people might find this cool too. The Eagles are going to be on one side, and the skulls are going to be on the other. And I think I'm going to go down the Eagle side. That's going to be the top. I'm going to come down, just going to do a gridiron on it. So I come down one side with straight lines, go up, down the other side, come across, and just do some in the center. Maybe I'll even go as far as put the digits on there. See how ambitious I am. But this old Kenmore, that's what I'm quilting with. Not only that Kenmore, that's got a bigger throat than that Brother, which isn't made for quilting. Nor is the heavy duty that's in this thing here. The throat on this one here. So, you can get your stuff through it. You just roll it up, bind it up, and slide it through. It's just a pain in the neck. It's just, you know, another step of shrinking stuff down. So that's it. I was on Amazon checking out for some bigger hoops because I want to get the, I think it's like 7x6 or 6 3/4 by 4. There's some bigger ones because a couple people have videos on here about popping it out, and the larger hoops would have like 4 of these nubs, whatever you want to call them, sticking out. So then you would just open this up, pop it out, move it to the next set. So you go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then you just have your pattern broken up into sections. Haven't done it yet. Can't be that difficult, because if one man can do it, another man can do it. Because like Dale Carnegie said, if you can believe it, or if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. And I mean, just look at this nightmare. I mean, I'm cutting leather. Never did it before. Thanks, COVID. You gave me something to do. Here's my killer holster. Did some engraving on that. I guess you really can't see it, but it's pretty light. But actually, what it amounts to is, this side is a sunrise. See how large the rays are? And the other side is a sunset. And it holds, I don't know, 2 dozen. I was thinking about punching a couple more in so I can hold some more, but... And what else? Yeah, you know, you already know that I work on computers, build them, do all kinds of stupid crap, because I'm bored, and I can't go out with most of you sickos because you don't wear masks. You know who you are, and those of you know who you aren't, and I want to thank you for that. So I'll stay here and do what I got to do till all you people drop dead, and then I can go out and enjoy myself again. But peace.